With The Flash entering its third season on the CW, we've seen the titular speedster do some pretty impressive things with his speed. We've seen him outrun tornadoes, partially stop universe-destroying black holes, almost destroy the multiverse, and take out a ton of different metahumans. But have you ever stopped to wonder how fast he can be, or at least how fast he's actually gone in the show? Let's take a look at the 2 completed seasons of The Flash and figure out just how fast the Scarlet Speedster really is. Now let's get a base speed to start with. In the first episode, Pilot, Barry faced off against the first weather wizard, Clyde Martin, who created a tornado with the intent of destroying Central City. In order to save the day, Barry managed to run 700 miles an hour or 312.9 meters per second against the tornado's natural turn.
I'll run around it in the opposite direction, cut off its legs.
You'd have to clock 700 miles per hour to do that.
Keep in mind, the fastest tornado on record was the tornado that first touched down in Grady County, Oklahoma on May 3rd, 1999, which achieved wind speeds of 318 miles per hour. This means that at his earliest point in his career, Barry ran over twice as fast as the fastest tornado ever seen on Earth. Pretty impressive for a fledgling superhero. Flash forward a few episodes to episode 6, titled The Flash is Born, where Barry performs a supersonic punch against his childhood bully, Tony Woodward, aka Girder. In order to damage Girder's metal body, Barry is told he's going to have to punch him while running past the speed of sound.
You'd have to hit him at approximately Mach 1.1.
Which he does by the end of the episode, clocking in at 843.9 miles per hour.
837.
Or 377.2 meters per second. By the end of season 1, in the episode Out of Time, Barry time travels for the first time while fighting Mark Martin, the second weather wizard. We find out by the next episode, when Barry attempts to recreate the same level of speed on Cisco's treadmill, that he was running at about 900 miles per hour, or about 402 meters per second. Caitlin later supports the speed during a talk with Earth 2 Harrison Wells in the season 2 episode Legends of Today, where she claims that Barry was traveling at about Mach 2 during his accidental time traveling.
What's the fastest Barry's run?
A little over Mach 2 when he ran back in time.
However, Wells also claims that Zoom is at least 3 or 4 times faster than that.
Zoom is at least 3-4 times faster than you at this point.
Meaning that at his absolute slowest, Zoom could run at about 2,700 miles an hour or about 1,207 meters per second. Keep that in mind because we're going to be taking a look at that number again in a little bit. During the first season finale, Fast Enough, Barry tries to travel back in time to the night his mom died, and in order to do so, he runs as fast as he could possibly go at that time and collides with a hydrogen particle. In order to execute this perfectly, Barry was told he was going to have to get to Mach 2, which he does. We can see here on the screen measuring his progress that he manages to reach a speed of 1,590 miles per hour or about 710 meters per second. Skipping over to the middle of season 2, during the trajectory episode, Barry was forced to jump over a damaged portion of a bridge to reach the titular villain. When he asked how fast he'd have to go to clear the gap, Harry replied that he'd have to go Mach 3.3, 1,131.9 meters per second, or about 2,531 miles per hour, in exactly 1 second in order to pull it off.
I will if I jump.
Barry, to make that jump, you'll need to go Mach 3.3, but only for a second.
Assuming that he follows these directions to the letter, this means that Barry managed to accelerate to 1,131.9 meters per second instantaneously, and that is absolutely insane. Now later on, after Barry gets the plans for a tachyon enhancement device and creates it, we see him test it in the Versus Zoom episode by running all the way from Keystone City back to Central City under its effects. Back at Star Labs, Caitlin points out that the device made him go 4 times faster than he ever did before.
Let's put it this way, you just annihilated your old record.
Yeah, you went 4 times faster than you have ever been.
Assuming that Barry hadn't gotten any faster than he was during trajectory, that means he was traveling at a speed of 4,527.6 meters per second, or about 10,127 miles per hour, giving us a final confirmed top speed of Mach 13.2. This is insane because it means he absolutely demolishes Zoom's supposed speed that we calculated earlier at about 2,700 miles per hour.
Zoom is at least 3-4 times faster than you.
Now the CW Barry might be fast enough to crush high hypersonic speeds, but keep in mind that he still has a long way to go before he can really be called the fastest man alive. His top confirmed speed by the end of season 2 only reaches 0.0000015% of the speed of light after all. But considering that he continually destroys his old records every Tuesday at 8/7 Central, it's entirely possible that we'll end up seeing him run faster than light by the time the show officially ends. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to click that like button, maybe leave me a comment while you're at it, and go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check out any of my social media pages. I've got a Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. All those links are going to be in the description below. And I've also got my last video right there in the middle of your screen, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and click it, check it out. Alright, and I will see you all next time.